Hey guys, looks like we got a game now. I just wanted to say sorry that I don't have the I Don't Suck At out yet for this week. That is because I had my RU team, and it was a team all about wish passing with Aloma Mola. And as you may know, Aloma Mola went on suspect test, and that totally ruined my team. And I am so bad at telling what works and what doesn't in RU that I could not my team could not recover from that. I just wasn't feeling it. So I'm going to re-roll a random tier, sorry, for my next week's video. But for now, I decided I would upload some other half-hour long or so video, and I decided that it would be something random and fun that I wouldn't really have to put much thought into. This won't be replacing my white-black enchantments control. This is just something to supplement it. Oh god, I sequenced that wrong. How do you see? How am I so bad at this? I'm gonna have to go to discards is the thing. Luckily, I did find another treasure hunt instead of a zombie infestation, and I did find a reliquary tower. So, a lot of you guys have probably heard of the infamous Zambie Hunt deck, and that's what we're on. And I'm just gonna play some Zambie Hunt in Modern for about half an hour, and we're gonna see how many wins I pick up. So, I'm going to treasure hunt again. See what treasures we find this time. There's my zombie infestation. So I'll just play my reliquary tower and pass the turn. Now sadly, I still only have 12 cards in hand, so I'm gonna hope to draw into another treasure hunt to fuel back up. And I'm about a turn slower than I have to be right now. My opponent appears to be on some sort of Esper, probably control deck, honestly, if they're an Esper. I don't know. What does Esper represent in Modern? And zombie infestation. Give him some time to read that. Oh, does he have a remand? Mana leak. Good game, good game, good game. So, game 2. We're going to be looking to not get mana leaked. Other than that, this isn't one of those decks that'll just get beaten by a single duress/dispel, so we're running it back. That is one of the problems with Zambie Hunt, is it is extremely, extremely easy to break. Like, I probably didn't have to concede there, but I I want this to be a fun thing. I don't want to just, like, have you guys watching me get beat down by main lands while I, struggle to draw another card. That's silly. So he's taking a long time in sideboarding, so my guess is he's never seen this deck before. Yeah, if you guys don't know about this deck, just watch. You'll become very familiar with it almost immediately. Yes, I would like to play first. That's a mull, and this is a keep. Put that on the bottom of my library. It doesn't really matter, though. Island, go. So my plan here... Now, I sequenced this wrong last game. But what you're supposed to do... And he has Ancestral Vision. Okay. Is just pass the turn here. Because you can hit a Reliquary Tower off of your next treasure hunt and cast it, so that you don't have to go to discards. Yeah. That was just something that I should have done. So... Let's see if he has his mana leak. If he does, I lose. And if he doesn't, I might win, maybe. Oh man, we drew a billion cards. Is one of them a yes, there we go. Pass the turn. So, now all we have to do is cast this zombie infestation. I'll move it. Fine, I'll leave it where it is. Now all we gotta do is resolve this zombie infestation, and I can start making dudes. He has, for some reason, completely stopped. I'll probably edit this down a bit. Surgical extraction on my treasure hunt? No. Why does this guy have so much... Why does this guy have hate for treasure hunt? Come on, man. Also, if you have hate for treasure hunt, why do you bring it in? Do you just not have a heart? Watery Grave tapped. Ancestral Vision slowly ticking off the spend. Thing is, I can't really play around a counterspell in this deck, except by waiting one more turn so that I can pay for a mana leak, which kind of sucks because I'd like to have those cards in hand to make zombies, but you know, can't always get what you want. Come to think of it, I should have cast this Fairy Conclave instead of an island there. But you know, you don't really think about magic when you're playing Zombie Hunt. You're just playing Zombie Hunt, man. Now, I don't think he has... Oh, man, painful. Okay. So, moving on to game 2. Hopefully not against any sort of deck like that, because that was not fun. Wait, what? This is the same guy. I'm not playing him. I'm gonna host a new match. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Edward 40 Hands. Interesting name. Any other announcements that I had to make? I'm changing my channel name to Sableye the Mind Sculptor. It just took me a while to think of a decent channel name. That's why I haven't done it. That's why I've just been Garrett Trimble for so long. Okay, we can keep this. Bottom an island. Yeah. Nothing else to say about that. I'm just Sableye the Mind Sculptor now. You can also check out my Facebook page, I guess. Other than that, this looks like Abzan. Okay. Good game. Into the sideboard. Change nothing. Let's go. So, we probably confused our opponent there, if nothing else. We're going to get a win with this deck. This deck is exceedingly silly and very hard to win with, because any hand attack is an immediate game loss most of the time. So here you see we have Treasure Hunt again. So, I'm just hoping he doesn't have another Inquisition of Kozilek. Speaking of Inquisition of Kozilek, I understand why Wizards would feel like printing Inquisition of Kozilek at rare for Conspiracy 2. But why did they have to print it at ugly? Like, rare was fine. Ugly is a different story. Wait. I don't cast my Treasure Hunt now. I cast it next turn. Now, hopefully he doesn't just Inquisition me again. Or Thoughtseize me. Because if he does... Well, I guess I'm going to let him see it this time so that he knows why I scooped it up. There's a Dark Confidant. See, that's great, because that can be our win con, and it can be his win con. It's cool. It's because sharing is caring, and he is sharing his Dark Confidant win condition with me. For the exact... Okay, so we get another Treasure Hunt like 2 cards later. And we're going to have to go to discards. Because all those lands got drawn, and none of them is a Reliquary Tower. So, right now I have a little bit... Oh, he gets a land. Come on. That's lame. He gets a little bit, lucky in that I have 2 treasure hunts, but I am a little bit lucky in that I have 2 treasure hunts, so a single hand disruption spell does not just wreck me. And Liliana of the Veil. Liliana of the Veil actually has a really rough matchup against me. He discards a land. Because... reasons. Do I have a Reliquary Tower? Yes, I have 4 Reliquary Towers, in fact. And I'm just gonna send him... Well, I'm actually gonna cast my Zombie Infestation. Send him back the turn. Now let's see how... What is this green-black deck even gonna do against this? Like, he has, Abrupt Decay, right? And there's the Thoughtseize. He knows what's in my hand, though. And he knows he probably can't Thoughtseize it. I want him to Thoughtseize me. I think that'd be funny. Like, I'd have to discard this treasure hunt, and that'd be kind of sad, actually. Each player discards a card. Whatever you say, Liliana. I'm actually going to do it instead of just, like, discarding my hand down, because, this treasure hunt... Wait a second. Am I just going to mill out if I treasure hunt? No. Okay, good. Wait, that's not how that works anyway. I just wouldn't draw anything off of it. But I needed to check that I hadn't used all of my treasure hunts and gotten my... I just wanted to make sure I hadn't gotten all my cards. Although I realize that's not really an issue since I already had, Hey, there's my boy Kalitas, Trader of Get. And... goes to the end of the turn. And I think we're going to just discard a few cards. He should just yield all at this point, because I'm going to let zombie tokens rain down. So we got 9 zombies at this point. And honestly, just having this treasure hunt is like the nut draw in this deck. Oh my god, 25 cards? No, how's our opponent going to deal with that? Let's go. All of these cards, attack him. Oh, this is hilarious. Blocks 2 zombies, takes 14, gains 3. He doesn't even get Kalitas triggers, man. This is great. When this deck wins, you feel like an utter genius. I have 5 cards left in my library right now. This is way more efficient than than any other deck in the format when it goes off. And maybe it's not more efficient than any other deck in the format. Okay. Scoops it up. Yeah, let's just run that back. That was hilarious. I mean, I guess like Goryo's Vengeance, if it gets the Stone Cold Nuts, can win on turn 1, right? And yeah, we need Force of Will and Modern to deal with Goryo's Vengeance. That's what we need. What else? I guess Storm can go off on turn 2. My friend made a Pure Steel Storm deck that I've seen go off on turn 2. That deck's really funny too. Storm in general is just such a funny deck. Oh man, he's trying to sideboard against me right now. What's he gonna bring in green-black? I guess he could have Surgical Extraction for a treasure hunt. That'd suck. Honestly, if I played treasure hunt and I drew into a treasure hunt instead of a zombie infestation, then he's Surgical Extraction, that'd be game, most likely. I mean, I guess I could keep playing to try and draw into my zombie infestation. I wonder if I should be, like, insulting players' skill levels as I play this deck. Just type in the chat, you suck, all skill. I don't know. I'm gonna do that. All skill. Pure 100% skill. I wonder if he's gonna respond to me. It's original, huh? Nah. It's my first day playing Modern. Well, hang in there. Modern is the best format. So good on you for playing. Okay, we mulligan. 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 Keep. Perfect. You guys should all know, by the way, Modern is the best format. It's objective. Objective truth. GG. Okay, moving on. Yeah. Duress. It is the enemy of all of my shitty decks. Same guy again? Nah. 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 I'm gonna wait for someone else to open a match. I don't want to face the same guy again. I don't face the same people twice. Okay. So he started hosting a match, now I'm gonna host a match. I'm ready to leave the event if he tries to join now. So anyway, um, what else is going on? Modern. Yeah, Modern is objectively the best format. In my opinion, actually, like, legitimately, my opinion is that Modern is the best format right now. I don't really like how there's no true control deck in Standard, as some people would say. Um, there's no counterspell control. There's like controlling mid range, and there's aggressive mid range, and there's no combo deck, and it's all creatures with low power and big butts running into each other, except for Thermo Thing, which is the one true hero that we deserve or something. Fairy Conclave, go. Anyway, that's my rant. Modern. That's my rant about Standard. Modern is. Why is Modern the best format? Modern is the best format because of how diverse it is and how fast it is. Well, I know that there's also no real true control deck in Modern, same way as in Standard. Okay, get a treasure hunt in like 2 cards. That sucks. Modern is definitely more diverse than Standard is right now. Although Standard, I like Standard's diversity. It's not as good as Modern at the moment. Because Modern is always the most diverse format. Treasure hunt again. Also, Modern is just so much faster than Standard. Like, I don't have time. I do not have time to just grind away at somebody for 20 turns. I don't know. I don't like that all of the creatures in Standard at the moment, all of the best creatures have high attack, have low attack and high defense. That really annoys me because it's like Wizards didn't plan it at all. Now, I can't really play around counter spells is the issue, so I just got to run out right into this. Oh wow! And there's my zombie infestation. Great. No mana leak. Do I play around mana leak? Let's do that. Send my opponent back the turn. I only have 17 cards in hand right now anyway. I guess I'm like sacrificing a turn of efficiency. Is this just a snap? Oh, okay. 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 Let's try this again. So this is some sort of Azorius deck. Wait, I was talking about something. I keep getting sidetracked. Modern is definitely very fast, very diverse, but I also feel it's very balanced between the types of decks that are prominent. You have in everything except for control, and because you have all of your different aggro decks, all of your different combo decks, and all of your different like soft control. I don't know, like they're controlling decks, not necessarily control decks. Like, what would you call Jeskai Nahiri? That's kind of a control deck. And then you've got Lantern Control, which is definitely a control deck. And Blue-White Control, which is a control deck, but it's really bad. Am I just going to mulligan in? Nope, there we go. Keep this. Put that all the way in the bottom of my library. I don't want to mill out. That was probably a really bad decision. Well, I assume my other one is nearer to the top. Anyway. So you do have some control decks in this format. They're just not good comparatively. And I think what control needs right now, a lot of people are saying that control needs like a daze or something, like a free counterspell that can be played around. But I would argue that what control really needs right now is a demonic tutor like effect, a very cheap thing that can get you a bunch of different types of answers. I can't... Oh, why did I play that land? Well, now I can't actually cast my treasure hunt. That was really stupid of me. Hopefully he doesn't just V-click me and end this game like he did the last one. So he's on Jeskai, so I assume this is Jeskai Nahiri. I should put Bribery in my sideboard. For these Jeskai Nahiri decks. That'd be hilarious. Just treasure hunt into a Bribery turn 5. Emrakul. Step 3 profit or something. Well, hopefully this lands. He's probably making the conscious decision right now to counter... Nope. Nope. Well, we're done here. Anyway, let me explain myself. I think Modern needs a demonic tutor-like effect. Something that would let you find your answers. And then it could play a whole bunch of one-offs. Because the big issue for Control in this current standard... Modern. Jeez. I'm tired, clearly. In this current Modern is the diversity of threats. Because you can have an Infect deck that tries to kill you on turn 2 versus with direct creature beats and pumping one creature versus a Burn deck which is just going to kill you over time by burning you out. And by over time, I mean it up until turn 3 instead of turn 2. Or a Zoo deck, which is going to come at you from everywhere, and countering spells doesn't really matter. Or you can have what I'm facing right now, which is Scape Shift, presumably. Which, countering spells absolutely matters, and it's going to be the only way that you can win the game. You know? There are just so many different things right now in Modern. Wait, I should have cast a Blackland. Whatever. For Control to deal with, and it just does not have the ability to deal with all of them. Main boarded. Control is basically guaranteed to lose some games. Some game ones. For no reason. And he cracks Misty. Man, he's taking a lot of damage off his lands. Remands my treasure hunt. That's what we call value around here. Anyway, I'm probably going to lose because I don't have any way to stop him from scape shifting. And when he does, I assume he just kills me with Vesuva. So, yeah, I think Control really needs a tutor effect that'll let it find all of its one-offs. And I don't think it really needs to be as strong as Demonic Tutor. That was just my example. But, why is he running Kodama's Reach over Mrs. Pilgrimage? Weird. But yeah, I definitely feel like Control, more than a free counterspell, needs a cheap tutor effect. Other than the lack of a really good Control deck, what I think Modern needs, why I like Modern is because it's just a very, very diverse format other than that. And it plays very, it's just very exciting to play as a format. I know it's going to sound kind of shallow, but it is fun to play such an efficient format. And I found when I play like Proxy Legacy and stuff, I do not have the money to play actual Legacy. Does he have another counterspell? Nope. And I'm just not drawing a ton of cards off of these. Still, 14 should be enough. Go for the Zombie Infestation. And Cryptic Command on counter draw, I assume. Little did he know I have a second Zombie Infestation. Yeah. I find when I play Legacy and Vintage, when I play Proxy Legacy and Vintage, the issue that I have is that, oh, is this another Cryptic? Is that there are free counter spells, and it causes the format to just grind to a halt a lot of the times. A lot of times where you know, something's gonna get played, and then Shops is just going to keep you from casting spells ever until you lose to I don't know, like Phyrexian Revoker with Anuma's always Jit, or You know, something's gonna get cast, and then nothing else is gonna get cast ever. And I feel the same way for Vintage. Modern is like, I don't know, the least fair, probably. It is the least fair of the fair formats. I feel like that's a good description for it. And we'll keep this. Bottom that. Very conclave go. And to me, that's what makes it great. I also really like Pauper though. That's my other format that I play frequently. I like Pauper because it has a lot of the same aspects of Modern, right? It's fast, it's diverse, except when you're playing against blue. Um, like right now is not a great time for me to say it's diverse because so much of the format at the moment is um, the blue tempo deck that's super popular, mono blue tempo, and no reliquary tower, straight daggers. Luckily I hit another treasure hunt instead of my other zombie infestation. Because it's so prevalent right now. But other than that, it's a very, very diverse format. And even right now, that's probably only like 15% or so of the format, and everything else is 5s and 10s. But then it's also a very fast format, and it has true control. It has Demir Teachings, for instance, and Mono Black control. And what's he casting? Slaughter Games. Naming Treasure Hunt. Who has Slaughter Games? Well, that'll do it. I mean, as long as he could name Zombie Infestation too. That'd really do it. Um, but Pauper has a lot of the same thrills as Modern. Oh, nice. Slaughter Games doesn't hit the hand. I forgot. Except that it's cheap to play. Like, it's a little bit less diverse, and oh my god, did I just draw one card? That's insane. Um, but it's very, very cheap to play by comparison, and also it's more cheap to play, but it just doesn't play the same way as Modern, you know? I don't know if I'm making much sense. I think what Pauper needs to be good, to be better, is to have Paragon Drake banned. But I think we're all on the same page as far as that's concerned. Because that deck is insane. Treasure Hunt. Please cryptic. Please cryptic. Please cryptic. Oh my god. He's gonna cryptic command his Treasure Hunt, and then I have another Treasure Hunt. Wait. Wait, do I have anything to hit? Oh no. Oh no, I don't have anything to hit. Like right now even. He could just let this go off. Counter bounce. I want to see what happens. Let's do it anyway. 42 cards. I go down to no cards, and then I lose when I draw. That's hilarious. Anyway, what do I think Standard needs to be good? I think Standard needs a efficient counterspell at least, and then also they need to stop printing Jace. I don't know why we need so many Jaces. Concede game. Okay. Like, literally the new Jace, too, is the most by-the-numbers Jace yet. Like, I really like Jace Vryn's Prodigy from a design perspective. I think it's a really well designed card. Balance maybe not so much, but it's definitely well designed in that it's something new. That still it still is Jace, right? It still has all of the things that would that are his identity, but it's new. It's not any of the same things that we've already seen as well. So it's very nice in that way. And then a block later, Shadows over Innistrad rolls around, and they give us the most by the numbers Jace I have ever seen in Jace Unraveler of Secrets. And it's just awful. It's really bad. Hey, Insolent Neonate. So we're up against Dredge most likely. Well, one thing is that Dredge just does not have any interaction main decks, so that's great. Anyway, it's just the most by the numbers unexciting Jace ever. And I honestly would have been more satisfied with the set if they did not have it in it. Wow. Okay, so they kind of got the nuts right now. This isn't looking good. I haven't been paying attention to their graveyard. Always a mistake. Wow, this is bad. This is already really bad. Like, so bad. Dredge is silly right now. Like, it's inconsistent, and it can be hated out really easily. But, I'm kind of the opinion that it's gonna do well when other combo decks aren't doing well. Oh, don't just pitch all my treasure hunts, please. Oh man, another Narcomoeba, really? And it's gonna do poorly when other... Oh, it got rid of both my treasure hunts. That's awful. No. No, we're done here. Okay. Okay, trying again. It's gonna do well when there's not much hate for it, and it's gonna do poorly when there is a bunch of hate for it. Basically, because it's gotten to the point where it can take game one for free, almost. It's almost there. Like, when Dredge actually just fully goes off, it takes game one, no matter what, basically. What? I'm not deciding whether to... Okay, there we go. And then... Ooh, Tron, this is a good matchup. Like, this is actually legitimately a good matchup. This isn't even, like, just compared to the other decks. When it, like, legitimately just goes off, it wins game one. There's no real arguing with that. And when it doesn't, it loses. But and when it goes to game two, it loses if there's sideboard cards get drawn. So the more anti-graveyard kind of sideboard cards there are just floating around, the worse Dredge is. And the fewer there are, the better it is. And that's pretty obvious. Of course, the more hate there is for it, the better. But I feel like it's kind of cyclical because he just had the Tron. Okay. I was hoping he'd have to at least sack the map this turn and use up all his mana, but no. Anyway, what was I saying? I feel like it's going to be cyclical because it'll go up and people will see that and they will respect it more. And then it'll go down and people will see that and they will respect it less. So, it'll be really bad at one event, and then the very next event it'll be very good at. That's my prediction, at least. Anytime it does very well, the next event it'll do poorly. Anytime it does very poorly, the next event it'll do well. Because people will see that it did poorly or see that it did well, and adjust accordingly to fight off, affinity or Nahiri or whatever. Um, I don't know. The one thing I can say about Dredge is that it's kind of distorted the format. I don't think it's very. I don't know. I don't know if Prized Amalgam is healthy in this format. Because I feel like Dredge Vine is a legitimate, like, tier 2, tier 2.5. I'd say 2.5 is a fair rating. Dredge Vine, the original Dredge deck, or not original, but the Dredge deck we had before we had this Prized Amalgam Dredge deck was... What is he going to do on my upkeep? Elder Deep Fiend? No. He's going to do the Elder Deep Fiend loop from Standard? That sucks. I hate the Elder Deep Fiend loop in Standard. I hate it here. Oh wait, except here he can... No, he's going to loop Elder Deep Fiends. I was figuring here he could just, like, get an Emrakul or something. And then kill me in however many turns it takes him to get to Emrakul mana. Well, it takes him, like, 4 turns to get to Emrakul mana. But he could have gotten, like, a Wormcoil Engine, maybe? Does Sanctum of Ugin have to be a... Does Sanctum of Ugin have to be a colorless creature? Yeah. So we could have gotten a Wormcoil Engine and just... Well, I guess that might have not been enough, though. Whereas Elder Deep Fiend is going to keep me on lock for a couple of turns at least. And gets in for 5. And here comes an Elder Deep Fiend. And I'm just going to pass my turn back to him. Well, I may as well cast a land, I guess. Nah. We good. Discard a swamp. So, standard rotation is coming. I don't really know what's going to be affected by it. I don't think... A lot of decks are playing just a lot of Battle for Zendikar cards. And I mean, Collected Company is clearly going out, but Collected Company, well, it lends a lot of power to the Coco decks, isn't necessarily the sole reason those decks are good. Oh, there's an Ulamog. Like, a lot of the reason those decks are good is because they're playing good cards. Not because they're, playing Collected Company. You know what I mean? It's not... okay, I'm just done. I'm not winning this game. Because Reflector Mage, Sylvan Advocate, and Reflector Mage, Sylvan Advocate, and a lot of the other cards that make the deck tick are still going to be in Standard. And they can just slot in some other good card instead of Collected Company. Just call it Bant Good Stuff instead of Bant Company. Humans is almost completely unscathed. What, they lose maybe Kithian and... I'm sure there's some other Origins card I'm forgetting. I guess Dragon Hunter from Cons? I don't know. Or from Dragons, not from Cons. What other top decks are there? Black-Green Delirium. That's almost all already Eldritch Moon related. And I mean, it has some cards from Shadows too. But that's mostly like set constructed. It's not even block constructed at that point. Teamer Emerge. That's... I'm trying to think of one Origins card that's in that deck, or one Cons card. And I mean, I guess Nissa, the Flipwalker, is in that deck. But they can just play Nissa, Voice of Zendikar, and it's the same diff. It's not the same diff, I understand. They could just slot in something else, though. It's not, like, particularly amazing in that deck. They could put in... I mean, they could even put in, like... the the guy for 3 who lets you look at the top 5 cards and get a colorless card out of it. And then gets a 3/2 when you emerge onto it. I forget what it's called. But it's that creature that works well with emerge that nobody who's a pro plays because it's not really that good. I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about from that amazing description. But I mean, there's just a lot of options for that slot, and they were only running 1 or 2 to begin with. One thing that I think the Teamer Emerge decks could use, or not Teamer Emerge. What else is there? Forget what I was saying. I have no idea what Teamer Emerge decks could use. No. Yes, this is a keep. I will put that on top of my library. Now, I'm not going to make my land drop turn 1, but I'm going to be fine, honestly. You can't stop Zambie Hunt. Actually, you can. It's not that hard. Anyway, Teamer Emerge isn't really going to lose much of anything. What, you got red-green Delirium Ramp? That loses Dragonlord Atarka and I don't know. It loses Dragonlord Atarka, I guess. The thing is that Dragonlord Atarka was not the card making that deck good. It was just a card that gave it reach against creatures. Not reach, but it gave it a little bit more reliability against creatures. I mean, I guess Naya Legendary also loses Dragonlord Atarka. Does Naya Legendary... And it also runs Surak Hunt Collar, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to lose that. I don't think anyone is suffering any big tragedies here, though. Except maybe that Collected Company is losing Collected Company. And that's not even really... I don't even really think that that's a tragedy. Because, well, it's losing Collected Company. It still just works as a good stuff deck. There's the Sylvan Scrying for my opponent. Yes, Urza is yours. And an Expedition map. Also, I don't know if anybody is too sad about Collected Company rotating. I don't think that is a deck that anyone was a huge fan of. Collected Company is actually, like, just a really unfair card. Like, it's so unfair that it's not exactly fair in Modern, sometimes. Anyway, as long as our opponent does not have an Elder Deep Fiend, I think I'm good. And even if our opponent does have an Elder Deep Fiend, all I gotta do is get up to 6 mana. Sadly, I'm not on Tron, so it's a little bit harder to get up to 6 mana. Well, I guess not 6 mana, I need 6 lands, and that's just as hard in Tron as it is in anything else. Yeah. This is probably going to be the last game. I think I've been rambling on about formats for a little while now. Yeah, sorry about the lack of an RU video. I'm probably going to make my next one... I don't know. I'll roll it at the end of this match. We'll see what I'm playing. I'm not going to play RU while it's still in a suspect test, though. There's a Thought-Knot Seer. Gets to take my zombie infestation. Which is too bad, because I was about to go off and win, but some people are kind of inconsiderate that way. Oh yeah, Eldrazi, that's kind of a prominent deck on Standard, isn't it, at some level? That doesn't lose anything. I am kind of excited for Kaladesh right now. I don't know how it could be any better than, what did I get? Zombie Infestation? Nice. Swamp. Zambies. There be Zambies. Go. Or I guess I shouldn't F6. He might have some way to remove it. Turn off auto yields. Cracks his expedition map. It's just that I doubt that he has that in these colors. Well, he probably has World Breaker just in his deck. Anyway, Kaladesh. I'm excited for Kaladesh. I guess. I don't know, not really. Definitely my favorite color is black, and I am getting premonitions that black isn't gonna be very good in Kaladesh. Somehow this artifact plane just doesn't seem like it is somehow artifacts just don't seem to historically work with black. Like, okay, I could block this Thought-Knots here, but I won't. I'm just gonna take the 4. And like honestly, if it really is super artifact heavy, artifact centric artifact centric standard, then I'm going to be unhappy in that my color is going to be extremely unbalanced on the low end. And I'm just going to have to play red or something. They might find something interesting for black to do with artifacts. And I mean, I guess technically Liliana, it's pretty much confirmed, is going to be on the plane, because she just went there with Chandra in the story. And we got 8 zombies. This deck, man. You gonna Thought-Knot Seer me, opponent? Be my guest. Whatever it is that you're gonna do, opponent, you just do it. Just be you. Oh, you're gonna Elder Deep Fiend me, eh? Just be you, man. Gonna tap down 4 of my zombies. This is a real tragedy, actually. That's worse than I was. That's just worse than I was thinking. I forgot that Elder Deep Fiend can do something other than tap up lands on your upkeep. Well, this is kind of annoying. Ooh, Wormcoil Engine. I forgot that this deck runs Wormcoil Engine. I don't know how I forgot that. It's a pretty prominent card in the deck. I think we just try to bash in for H. We're gonna get through for 6. I think I may lose after getting the Zambie Hunt combo off. That's crazy. Anyway. There's a Wormcoil Engine. And as long as he doesn't attack, he should win. Right? Because he can just block out 3 of my guys. There's a Thought-Knot Seer, but I think he's not gonna find anything. Ha ha ha. Wait, can he take lands? I didn't think so. The things that I think can be interesting in Kaladesh would be, well, the things that I think Kaladesh has potential to bring that would shake up Standard, even if its creatures aren't able to, because, I mean, let's face it, creatures are ridiculous right now in a lot of ways. I don't know, I'm just gonna swing in, and even though I'm gonna lose because I do it, I can't win at this point. I'm done. We out. Tron picks up the win against us. Wormcoil Engine, super good against our deck. GG, opponent. GG. Foily tokens, neato. They are neato. That is one thing I will say for them. Anyway, that was fun. The fact that I won a game is all that I need to feel fulfilled from that. And it is time to be RNGesus and get, I don't know, I kind of want to play some OU. So, OU with a UU team is one of my favorite things in the world. So I got a 5. Let's go to Pokemon Showdown. I'm actually thinking of adding, like, VGC. So, oh, that's not what I wanted. I want Pokemon Showdown. There we go. That's better. So, I'm going to re-roll that for 7 again. This time, factoring in VGC 2016. So what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7. Because I shouldn't just include some Volunteers. No reason to. 6 will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. 6 is VG. Okay. Sorry, I forgot that I already beat PU. Let's do this one more time, except a random from 6. And I get a 6. So our next one will be VGC 2016. I have no idea how this format works, except that I think Wolfie Glick is cool, so go sub to him or whatever. So, yeah, we'll be trying to get that together. I expect more videos with the White Black Enchantments deck, and peace out.